Hey guys, it's Lats, and today I want you to not be so hard on yourself. I feel like it's super easy nowadays, especially with all this content that I see on like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, where they're saying you have to be locked in, disciplined, be super selfish. I feel like it's super easy to take that mindset, which is, theoretically supposed to make you more productive and a better person, and just make it kind of break you down. So many times when I try to, lock into something, I get super hyper fixated on every little detail. Everything needs to be perfect. And if it's not perfect, then, it's terrible. I got to scrap the whole thing. And it's like you're not going to get everything right the first time. You're not going to get everything right the 100th time you do it. Recently, as some of you may know, I started this new job this week and it's been going pretty well. I've been doing the training this week. Throughout the training, they've been kind of testing me, okay, do this and I'll come back and see how you did. And when they come back and they're kind of like nitpicking of all, oh, you could have done this better. Like I was kind of getting upset with myself. I'm like, oh my God, how did you miss that? Like, oh, you're so stupid. But it's like, I'm training. Like it's like, this is like the practice. This is what I'm supposed to catch these mistakes. But for some reason, I was getting kind of upset with myself. And I remember in school, like whenever I got a paperback and I would see like the red pen and see what comments they made, I would hate looking at them because I would hate knowing like, oh, what I did wrong. It was just like, it made me feel like, I was super proud of this paper. Not all the time, but sometimes I was really proud of the paper and seeing like those comments being like, oh, you could have done this better. What do you mean by this? It just didn't really make me feel good. But I think, I was thinking of it in the wrong way, right? I was thinking of it in like, oh, you did this wrong, this means it's bad. But it's not like I failed the paper. But instead of looking at it like that, I think I should have switched my mindset by, saying like, okay, I did well on this paper, but this is what I could have improved upon to do better next time. But instead, I just was super hard on myself, saying like, oh my God, didn't do this right, bad. So I just refused to read those things. And even with this YouTube channel, I mean, there's days where I sit down and record a commentary and I can't like get my words out. It doesn't sound right. And I just get really kind of upset. And it's like, dude, you're doing this for fun. Like, it shouldn't be stressful. So I just gotta like take my time, breathe, just figure out what, like, this shouldn't be a stressful thing. Like, I'm doing this as a hobby. But yeah, I think the biggest thing for me is like I just needed to stop taking things so personally. I think of, as I said, like at work when people would like critique or school, it's like I'd be like, oh my God, like I'm so stupid. Like, of course. But it's like you're not going to learn if you don't, realize that stuff. But yeah, going back to what I was saying in the beginning of the video, like I feel like I've seen all these videos, talking about like, oh, you got to lock in, discipline yourself. And it's like, I get what they're trying to say, but I feel like it could lead to that toxic mindset that I've been having where it's like if you have any imperfection, it's like you're a failure. And it's like, I don't know. I kind of go back and forth on that kind of content because I think it has a good message, but I think the way they deliver it kind of leads to like a bad mentality. And I'll probably make another video about how like, I feel like I always hear about like, oh, you have to be selfish, which I don't agree with fully. I do think you should put yourself first, but not all the time. But that's the topic for another day. But yeah, I think with myself and maybe some of you guys listening, I think we could be a little too hard on ourselves often. And what I just thought about now, right, is when you're trying to help someone out, right, when you're trying to teach someone something for the first time, whatever it is, you're not being mean to them. You're not trying to hurt their feelings. You're just saying like, okay, like you did this well, but in order to do better, do this next time. And that's what I need to think about with myself, It's like when people are giving me, critiques about, my work or whatever it is, I shouldn't be taking it as like a threat. I should be like, okay, thank you. Like I should be appreciating them for giving me that advice. And same thing with myself. When I notice something, that's not perfect about myself, what I'm doing, I shouldn't be so mad at myself. I should be like, okay, I'm glad I realize this now and I'm going to work to improve it. But before this video ends, I am doing a live stream on the Manny Lads channel tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be joining him, Calling Me Crazy, and Raw Lens Gaming, who all make similar content to myself. So if you guys are interested in these kind of videos and you're looking for other YouTubers to support, I highly recommend going to their channels. Their links are going to be in the description. But if you're free tonight at 10 and you want to ask us some questions, hang out. We're going to be playing some Call of Duty Zombies, so it's always going to be a good time with that. But yeah, make sure to pop out. It's going to be fun. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please consider subscribing. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.